Have you ever noticed how certain people show up in your life at exactly the right moment? Sometimes it seems completely random, a quick conversation, a chance meeting, or a friendship that forms unexpectedly. But with time, you begin to understand that very few moments in life are truly accidental. The people who stay, who walk with you through the years, are not coincidences. They are part of the deeper pattern of your life's journey. As you grow older, you realize that relationships aren't about how many people are around you, but about the handful who genuinely matter. It stops being about crowding your life with company, and becomes about being surrounded by the right hearts. In this video, we explore 4 kinds of people worth holding on to as the years pass. Each one brings something distinct and irreplaceable to your life. They are the people who keep your spirit bright, your mind alive, and your heart steady. Stay with me until the end, because understanding who these people are and why they matter can transform the way you view your relationships, and even how you see yourself. These insights may shift your entire understanding of what it means to grow older with purpose and grace. Let's begin with the person who reminds you of who you are. As time moves forward, it's easy to lose small pieces of yourself. Responsibilities grow, seasons change, people enter and leave your life, and you adjust yourself to keep going. But once in a while, someone enters your world who seems to reflect your true self back to you. Someone who sees the parts of you that long ago got buried under years of survival. This type of person is rare, and you'll know them instantly. They aren't impressed by your titles, what you've achieved, or what you own. They see your essence, your humor, your quiet strengths, your unspoken dreams that never completely went away. Talking with them feels like something inside you comes back home. Maybe they're a friend from your past who remembers your beginnings, or maybe they're someone new who somehow understands you without needing a long history. The connection feels natural, almost sacred. What makes them precious is not praise or flattery. It's the gentle truth they bring. When life makes you doubt yourself, they remind you that your spark is still alive. When you drift away from who you are, they help guide you back. People like this hold a rare emotional honesty. They keep you grounded. They don't let you drown in self-criticism or fade into bitterness. They remind you of the resilience within you, the light you still carry, and the parts of you untouched by age. Being truly seen brings a deep sense of comfort. Studies consistently show that having even one person who understands you authentically can elevate your happiness and emotional well-being, especially later in life. It's never about the number of relationships, it's about the depth of even one. When someone reflects your best self back to you, you begin to stand straighter, act more compassionately, and move with more purpose. They help you believe that your life still has beautiful chapters waiting to be lived. As we age, we often focus on what we've lost: time, people, opportunities. But sometimes being truly understood is the gain we didn't realize we needed. If someone in your life makes you feel like the best version of yourself, hold on to them. Treasure that connection. People like this don't just walk with you through time, they remind you why your journey still matters. Then there is the person who speaks the truth when everyone else chooses silence. At a certain stage in life, empty compliments lose their appeal, and honesty becomes something you truly value. When you were younger, you may have chased approval or validation, but as you grow older, what you genuinely need is someone who will tell you the truth, even when it's uncomfortable. This person isn't unkind or harsh. Their honesty comes from love. They care more about your growth than about sparing your feelings. When you lose direction, they don't stand by politely and watch you fall. They steady you and tell you when you're better than the choices you're making. Their words might sting, but you understand their intention. They aren't trying to win an argument, they're protecting your integrity. As we age, it's easy to surround ourselves with people who tell us only what we want to hear. But comfort without truth creates decline. What keeps you mentally sharp and emotionally strong are the people who refuse to let you shrink. Someone who reminds you of your values when you've forgotten them. Someone who tells you there is still strength in you when you start believing your best days are behind you. Honesty delivered with compassion is one of the purest forms of care. We often underestimate how rare this person is. In a world full of polite distance and surface-level connections, the one who tells you the truth is a gift. They help you see your blind spots, protect your character, and encourage you to keep growing long after others have stopped trying. If you have someone who speaks truth into your life with love, keep them close. They aren't trying to wound you, they are helping you remain grounded, humble, and fully alive. They're the quiet voice reminding you to stay real and stay strong. Now think about the person who brings laughter back into your life. So many people lose their sense of joy as the years pass. Life grows heavy, responsibilities increase, losses come, health changes, and laughter slowly fades from daily life. But then someone enters your world who reawakens that spark. They remind you that joy isn't something reserved only for the young. Laughter becomes a kind of medicine, a gentle rebellion against the weight of time. This person may not be the closest to you or the most accomplished, but they have a lightness that lifts you. They turn ordinary moments into something memorable. They help you see humor in the twists of life, the imperfections, the surprises, and the things we often take too seriously. When you laugh with them, you feel something inside open again, a reminder that there is still beauty to be found, even on difficult days. Humor is powerful. It strengthens bonds, reduces stress, and eases loneliness. Sharing laughter with someone creates an unspoken understanding. In this moment, we are alive together. And as you grow older, that shared joy becomes priceless. Hold on to the ones who make you laugh, not because they distract you from reality, but because they help you face it with strength and lightness. They remind you that even in the gray moments, there is still color. And then there is the person who stays beside you in silence. There is a type of comfort that words cannot give out, a comfort of someone who simply remains close when life feels heavy. No advice, no pressure to talk, no need to fill the quiet, just presence. As you age, you begin to value this kind of companionship more than anything. This person doesn't panic when you're struggling. They don't rush in with solutions to problems no one can fix. They understand that sometimes all you need is company. Their silence carries reassurance, saying without words that you don't have to face your hardest moments alone. Maybe they're a friend who has walked beside you through decades. Maybe they're a partner who has shared thousands of quiet mornings with you. Or maybe they're a newer connection with an uncommon level of empathy, someone whose presence wraps around you like a warm blanket on a cold day. They don't ask for recognition or attention, but when they're near, the world feels a little softer, a little less overwhelming. Their calm steadiness grounds you. Silent companionship has incredible power. Just knowing that someone is there lowers stress, soothes the heart, and eases emotional pain. Love isn't always spoken often, it's simply felt. This kind of person teaches you that strength isn't always loud. Sometimes it's the quiet courage of staying when others would walk away. When you face loss, illness, or lonely nights filled with memories, they are the ones who appear without needing to be asked. They don't erase your pain, they share it. As the years pass, you stop seeking excitement and begin cherishing peace. The people who bring that peace become anchors in your life. If someone sits beside you without needing words, don't let them go. They remind you that love can exist in stillness, in simplicity, in the quiet understanding between two souls. As we finish, reflect on the types of people we've talked about. The one who reminds you of your true self, the one who speaks truthful words when others stay quiet, the one who returns laughter to your life, and the one who brings peace through silence. Each one carries a different gift for your well-being, your joy, and your sense of meaning as you age. If you are fortunate enough to have even one of these people, appreciate them deeply. Life pulls us apart so easily, and we often don't realize what someone meant to us until they're no longer beside us. These are the souls that turn aging into something beautiful rather than frightening. In the end, it isn't the possessions or accomplishments that define your life. It's the people who walk beside you, the ones who remind you that you're still growing, still capable, still loved. Hold on to those connections. Reach out. Say thank you. Let them know how much their presence means. And if you're missing someone like this in your life, remember that it's never too late to open your heart again, to rebuild connections, or to welcome new ones. Life has a way of bringing the right people at the right time when your heart stays open. No one enters your life by accident. The people who remain are there for a purpose, to help you grow, to remind you of your worth, and to walk with you through the seasons still ahead. Cherish them deeply, because at the end of it all, it's not the number of years that makes a life meaningful, it's the love shared along the way.